Hey everyone, it's Yoli Chisholm, and it's my objective to change your perspective. On today's episode of Crushing Corporate, we're going to talk about the benefits of working for a corporation. Let's talk about it. Talk about the benefits of working in a corporation. You know, when I was in my early 20s, I remember reading an article about a company that had hired a teenager and given him a job as an engineer, and I remember thinking, how awesome is that? Like, what kind of company would do that? Hire a person who hadn't finished college and just based on their skills. Well, that company was Microsoft, and I remember thinking to myself, one of these days I'm going to work for that organization. Well, I've been in the corporate world 20 years, and I ultimately did end up working for Microsoft. So these are 10 benefits of working in a corporation. Number one, free training, free education. A lot of corporations will actually pay for you to go to college or pay for you to get your MBA and reimburse you the funds if you actually are able to complete the courses. But even aside from that, there is just thousands of dollars worth of free training that you can take while you're working in an organization. There's one particular course called Influencing Decision Makers, and that course has really been a huge impact on my career, because I have used that skill and the skills that I learned in that course throughout my career to kind of get buy-in on ideas that I want to sort of develop within the organization. The second is just amazing access to the smartest people in the world, depending on what kind of company you're working for. They bring in authors, they bring in writers, they bring in thought leaders. You get tons of training, and it's just an amazing opportunity to develop yourself personally. I have been able to hear from Brene Brown several times, the author of The Challenger Sale, even though I wasn't in sales. The other thing is personal development. When I was working at eBay, I took a personality test called Myers-Briggs, which told me a lot about myself early in my career and really helped me to double down on my strengths. Fourth, travel. I mean, I've been to many different states and cities within the US, and then also traveled abroad, all on the cost of these corporations. Healthcare. You get gym memberships, your eyeglasses, dental, etc. is covered, or at least subsidized. So that's something you think about. You know, one of my children actually also was asthmatic, and when I was in the US, I recall one time when she actually had a pretty bad episode, and I remember getting the bill, and the bill was about $250,000 because she had a 10-day stay in the hospital. It would have been impossible for me to have paid for that on my own, but because I had such amazing health care, I paid very nominal, less than $1,000, for what would have been potentially a devastating cost to my family. Number 6, mitigate the costs of relocation. I have moved countries. I have moved from Seattle to New York, all at the cost of a corporation. And then just being able to progress your own career on somebody else's dime. The financial stability, most of you will be familiar with. You know, this notion of just having a steady paycheck. If you're lucky enough to work in a field and for a company where you actually enjoy your job, the benefits of having that steady paycheck, including investments. So a lot of companies will actually match whatever you invest in your 401k. They will cover the cost of your cell phone, of your laptop, your internet costs, will be subsidized. Number 9, my mentor. I met my mentor at one of the organizations, a small startup, and ended up working with him at 3 different companies. You meet great people. And then you have standardized and portable skills, number 10. So you work at a corporation, you can take those skills anywhere in the world or from any company to any other company. Things like transportation costs, some companies will actually subsidize the cost of your bus pass, your metro pass, etc. So those are just 10 examples of benefits of working within a corporation. Hey, if you like this video, do 3 things for me. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe, and hit the notification icon. And I'll see you next time where I'll be talking about how to spot a good company.